So you've uncovered yet another billionaire, and this is a guy who's actually been out there quite a bit selling his products. So how did he do this? What's happened recently?
Well, the big story, and the story is written by Brendan Coffey, a reporter in Boston, so I need to give him a quick shout out. But the story is that beer sales really have been flat for the most part. The big story is that craft beer is up. It's up about 15%. So it's done real well, and Jim Cook, has capitalized on it.
He's capitalized. So why, but let's step back. So why have beer sales been pretty flat overall?
I think, for the most part, I think consumers probably got bored. It's hard to differentiate between some of these brands. You know, I'm not a beer expert. I think that, Budweiser, Coors, a lot of people say they all kind of taste the same, these American beers.
Right.
These craft brewers have come in, and really they're using these old recipes that have been around for, 100 years or more. And they're very rich, dense beers that people love.
Yeah, I mean, in different flavors and that sort of thing, and they're local, so certainly some people like that aspect of it. And I imagine also because the wine industry has grown so large, right? We're seeing more and more wine drinkers in the U.S.
Wine sales have done real well. I was just out in Sonoma County a couple weeks ago, and the people are ecstatic after they had a huge growing season, so I expect them to make a lot of money this year, too.
Okay, so is there anything differently that Jim Cook does with his company versus other craft brewers?
Well, besides crafting really flavorful beer, I think he's a master marketer, and he takes a very personalized approach. He goes around the country. This week I know he's going to California and Maine, and he goes to bars and stores and really tries to persuade them to carry the Sam Adams brand.
So he's like he's their #1 salesman.
He's kind of an ambassador of beer, yes.
And how does he manage his company? What do we know about the way he manages?
It's a good question for Brendan. He took it public about 10 years ago, which it's unique, I think, for craft beers. Most of these are very small microbreweries or small operations. Even I suppose the richest craft brew guy, Dick Yingling, who's down in Pennsylvania, it's been a family privately held company for more than 150 years. So that's different.
Okay, and how much is he worth exactly?
Just about $1 billion. The stock is worth about $930 million, but over the years he has sold shares and has collected some payouts, partner payouts. So we got him at about $1.025 billion or so.
All right. Well, and the beer industry has minted, right, a few billionaires.
Again, Dick Yingling down there, but that's it. There are some. Well, I shouldn't say that. Obviously, you go back in.
That's all we know about right now.
Well, you go back in time. August Bush, the original. He was.
Sure.
Yeah. So there are a couple. But right now, though, I think those are about the only two.